Welcome back, y'all. This is Rose with another cop and another drop. And you can see by the title, we're going to talk about the Larq picture and then provide an update on the actual water bottle. All right, let's start with first, trying to debate what should I start with. Hope you guys can hear me. Has some stuff going on in my ear, and I probably should turn it off. But anywho's, we're gonna start with the Larq picture. I've had this probably since May or June, and this is the Larq. This is the Larq picture. Let's see here. We can just go around the box here, and I purchased this because I have a Brita filter, and I usually use the Brita filter before I put the water into this container. So it's like a dual cleaning process, a filtration process, and a purification process. So when Larq introduced this picture, I'm like, oh, wow, that's great. So it, the reason why I also got it is because it has the filter that gets rid of even more impurities like chlorine, which I'll show you in a minute. The build up here from my house: mercury, cadmium, copper, zinc, VOCs, bacteria, and viruses. And you know, a lot of stuff's going on right now, so you just got to be careful. So this is one of the main reasons why I got it, because I use a Brita filter, and this kind of is like a 2-in-1. We'll put that there. So after receiving it and using it for a while, I can tell you that this product with the size doesn't work for my household. And the reason being, and you'll see I kind of get ahead of myself sometimes, but the reason why it doesn't work for my household, because we actually use and drink a lot of water in this house. So this pitcher doesn't hold enough water. I find myself filling it up every time I go to the kitchen, which is 3 to 4 times a day, and it's just too time consuming. It just doesn't work for my needs. The Brita filter, the Brita container is like really huge, and I don't know how much water it contains, or it actually holds, but I don't have to fill it up daily. That's for sure, because it holds a lot more water than this filter in this pitcher. But for its purposes, I believe it does its job, but I really haven't tested it, the water, because I did purchase a little water test kit, but it was from Amazon. It was just so janky that I didn't trust it. So I decided not to use it. But the things that I like about it, originally, which I still like now, is the build quality. You know, it's nice and durable, really just attractive looking piece of household equipment. However, it just doesn't work for my needs, only because it's just not enough water. We drink a lot of water in this household, and it's just time consuming, constantly filling it up every time I go into the kitchen. That's usually first thing in the morning, then I have a break around 10, then lunchtime, then a break in the afternoon, then at dinner. It's just too much, and it takes about, when you fill it up, you can only fit so much in the reservoir, and it takes about 6 minutes for it to clear through the filter to get to the bottom. So, you know, only have 15-minute breaks during the day. So that 6 minutes, I'm not going to sit there and wait for that water to fill up. So most of the time, it's generally this full. And then on lunch break, I'll go back. After this water has gotten cold, I'll go back and add the rest. I believe you can only put like 4 cups at a time. 4 cups at a time, and this holds 8 cups of water. I can down this water pretty darn fast. So that's usually when I fill it up. And another thing that I don't like about it is that the Pure Vis wand is only on one side, and you do have the light ring all the way around, but it's not projecting down. The light ring is only projecting out, not down like this side. So they probably should put one here and here, but of course it would be costly. This is also heavy. I wouldn't recommend this for an elderly person, because once it's full, it's very heavy. I do like the Brita pitcher, because You just have a little handle that you put your water bottle under, and you don't have to worry about lifting this at all. You just flip the water handle, and the water just dispenses into whether it's your glass or your Larq water bottle. So those are some of the things that I don't like about it. I just don't like it that you always have to refill it, and then the Pure Vis wand is only on one side. And another thing about it is the Pure Vis wand, I've had to charge it only twice since I've had it, I believe. I allowed it a full charge the second time. I don't believe I did the first time, so that was definitely my fault. But the second time I allowed a full charge, and it lasts quite a while. And you simply just pour the water in, and once it senses the water's there, the light will come on, or you can press it and you can make it also. And you kind of shake the water around so it's getting on this end as well and getting clean. But this light here doesn't project down. It only projects outward where we can see it here. But the Pure Vis wand is over here, so it only projects on one side. And again, that's a problem. And I left this container looking the way it looks because I wanted to show you all the calcium buildup. That we have a lot of hard water in our state, but I believe in our city. This is hard water buildup here, and you will find this on any item that we have to put water in from tap water. I think our coffee machine just had to be cleaned like really good because it stopped percolating. So we just had to do that the other day, but you can't do much to, once you fill it into a pitcher. I mean, I can wipe it off, but I didn't wipe it off because I wanted you guys to see how much buildup we have hard water in our city. So that's one of the main reason why I like filtered water, because they put all those chemicals in the water, and you just kind of want to hope that you're getting better water by filtrating it and then cleaning it with the Pure Vis technology. So that's pretty much my take on it. I didn't want this video to be too long, but this doesn't work for my household, and I'm sure it probably works for other households where people don't drink a lot of water. So I'll keep it. If I give it away, people probably won't pay for the filter, the replacements. So I'll just go ahead and keep it and continue to use it, although it's taking up a lot of space in the refrigerator now because we still keep the Brita in the refrigerator. So we're going to put that to the side, and now I want to talk about an update on the water bottles. And I'm sad to report that one of the things that they promote or sell with the Larq water bottle is that water stays cold for 24 hours and hot stays hot for 12 hours. Well, I can attest the water no longer stays cold in a couple of my pitchers. I actually had to stop water bottles. I actually had to stop using one of my water bottles because the water wasn't cold after a couple of hours. I would fill the water up in the morning time. I get water in the morning. And then by break, because I have two of them and I fill up. By break, it's like the water is lukewarm. And it's kind of frustrating. So I just filled these up with cold water from there. So they're cold, but the water no longer stays cold in my Brita filter. And I don't know if anybody else is experiencing that, but I've had two water bottles that I had to stop using. This is one of the newer ones, so it still stays cold, but not as cold. This one is the most current one that I had, the newest one that I just cracked open a month ago, and I had to crack it open for that reason, because I have like 6 or 7 Larq water bottles, and like I said, two, this one and a white one that I have stopped. It just no longer stays cold as long as I could normally wake up in the morning after overnight and my water's still cold, but it's no longer that way. It's like warm tap water now when I wake up in the morning and just try to drink from it. But this one being the one that I just recently opened, it still stays cold. But this one doesn't. I have a white one that doesn't. I think my partner has a pink one that no longer stays cold. And then as far as the cap, I believe she has one cap that stops working, but I think it's the old cap. It's the old cap, not the modern new cap. And I haven't had any issues with this cap at all, with the new cap that they installed. I haven't had any issues at all. And then I happened to come across one of the old caps that I had on the water bottle, and I said, let me just see, let me try to charge it and see if it works now. And I believe after it dried out for a year or two, it started working again, but then, maybe after a month or so, I got the red light again, and it doesn't charge at all anymore, so it's basically back to square one. But anyway, is anyone else experiencing, the water bottles no longer keeping your water code? If you are, let me know. I'm just curious about it. And also how you feel about the pitcher if you do have it. Another thing that I don't like about the dents. Again, I just cracked this open a month ago and it fell on carpet. And it got that big ding. And of course this ding probably fell, I think maybe outside. I use this one a lot when I'm mowing the lawn. I like to grab something to drink but keep it outside when I'm mowing the lawn. And I just can't handle the dings. That drives me nuts. They just also introduced a new product that I decided I don't want because of all my issues that I'm having with some of the products. They just introduced a new cap that has the PureVis technology built into the cap for those people that are on the go and they wanted a filter. So it's actually a filter, a replaceable filter that attaches to the cap, and then it has a little flip lid where you can drink directly from here as opposed to opening it. So I saw that, and then I saw the price of the replacements, and it's just not worth, for me, it's not worth it. So anywho's, what do you guys think? Are you dealing with any of this? Are you dealing with any of these issues? Did you happen to purchase this, and how do you feel about it? I'm curious, how do you feel about the Larq pitcher? Leave your comments below. Until the next time, until the next cup, until the next drop. Peace, y'all.